Hi, I'm Dr. Phil Harris, and I'm going to explain to you what a professional editing service does because you could need one at some time. And if you're searching for an editor, you ought to know what to expect and exactly what does a professional editor do. Well, a professional editor is going to review some type of work. Usually it's a doctoral dissertation or a master's thesis or a scholarly journal article or a book chapter or any other professional document that needs to be read by a wide audience. So if you need that type of service, you should know what it entails. And I want to go into that a little bit. What a professional editor will do is he'll review your work for readability and understandability to make sure that the grammar's correct, that the references line up, and if you use a certain style like APA, they comply with APA or MLA or Turabian or any of the other styles that are out there. Um, the editor's going to review your work to make sure that it's clear, concise, understandable, and the editor will also look to make sure that there's not a lot of technical jargon because when somebody else picks up something to read, it's not like when you talk to somebody, you can't just write what comes out of your mouth. Well, you can, but nobody's going to be able to read it. And you want to be sure that somebody's going to be interested enough to read it, so it's got to be clear, concise, and understandable. And if it's going to be something that's published, it's got to be scholarly, and scholarly writing has certain standards. So you need to have somebody who understands what those standards are, and to make your work fit those standards. So those are some pretty basic things, and some things you should look for is usually a professional editor is going to use a special type of software that because nobody's perfect writing. I don't care how good a person writes, nobody's perfect, and it's a matter of degree. So you're either better or worse, but you're not perfect. And the editing software kind of equalizes everything, and it just tries to make things clear so people understand what you want to say. And for example, I use something called Style Writer. I use that for the writing itself. I use some other software to make sure that your references line up and they comply with the standards for those types of references. I also check your citations and make sure that that's properly done. So if you're getting ready to start a project and you need some help, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. See you on a help out.